Hello everyone, welcome back. Following the previous viewers composition sight reading video, a lot more composers have sent their violin related pieces. There are violin concertos that are like 18 pages long, and there are violin concertos that are like 30 minutes long, and they all look really interesting. And I'll try my best to play them all, but because of my schedule, it will take some time. I will do them one by one. Now in today's video, I'll be sight reading a piece called Variations on a Harmonious Theme No. 2 by Mark Msadala. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now this is an interesting piece because in the email he wrote that he's sending this to me so that I can give him some advice on the playability. And following that, he says, I can play the violin only at an intermediate level, but do try to write virtuosic music for the violin. Looking at this composition, this does not look like something that an intermediate violinist can write. I don't know. It looks playable, like I can feel it. And let's see. I think you're selling yourself short here. I think you're pretty good. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Variations on a Harmonious Theme No. 2 by Mark Msadala. Let's go. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool opening. Playing that, I can feel that it's quite comfortable to play. So you probably understand the violin at a really high level because it's not easy to play something that's comfortable to play and still sounds difficult on the violin. Although one plays in bar 9, I'm confused by the Roman numeral 3. I don't know if it meant third position or does it mean D string. Because if it's D string, then I have to go up there, and that does not make sense. And so I guess you stay in third position, and this C third finger you just stretch to fourth. And do you go to fifth? So that's why I'm confused by it. So I would suggest just remove the Roman numeral 3 and let the violinist figure out the fingering there, because intuitively I would play it like this. Just stay in one position, just because it's just a string crossing, I think. Anyway, pretty cool so far. Let's keep going. In bar 27, the first chord, I'm not sure, is this supposed to be G sharp or G natural? Intuitively, if I have a bunch of G sharps from the previous bars and then the chord after has a G sharp 2, I would assume that chord would be G sharp 2 because it would sound strange suddenly to have a G natural there. I don't know. I need to know what piece this is based on. I don't know Harmonious Theme No. 2, where is the source? So I'm not sure. Anyway, so this is a question. 27, is it a G sharp? Anyway, those chords here in 21 is very cool, very comfortable and satisfying to play. very cool voicing. All right, let's keep going. 29. That sequence there with all the sextuplets, very cool. It's just my eyes. I don't know. Notes are too small to read. But I'm sure there's a melody line because I'm sight reading this. I don't know where they are. I should emphasize them more, like in here. Yeah, and I think with practice this is definitely possible. I just have to make the running notes softer and bring out the these are all possible and playable and comfortable too. It's just I need to practice this. It's too many notes. And also I feel like there should be some G sharps here and there. I don't know, it's just intuitively I'm sensing a key, but I might be wrong. Like here. That would make more sense. But if that's what you're going for, then it's cool too. It's just intuitively I feel a G sharp there. Anyway, 48. Pretty cool. That ornament here, it's pretty hard to do because your finger is occupied. It will be the same even if you do it in first position, but it's possible. I got caught off guard. So, oh no. Yeah, no, these are very, it makes a lot of sense. I can feel what you're going for, and that's hard to do when you are making arrangements for violin. Anyway, let's keep going. Ooh, a lot of octaves. All right, I really like that at the end of each section, I guess, you end it with a motif, right? Like a running theme of hits. That's cool. I'm sure I played a lot of wrong notes in this section, but I can see what you're going for here too. Just that these chords here at the end. This kind of chords, when you have fifth on high position, I don't know, for myself, I don't like playing fifths on high position because the strings are very wide apart, and it's very easy to miss the string, and your finger can just get caught in between the string like this, and it's very hard to play them in tune. But it's just a personal preference. It's definitely possible, right? But is that what you really want to do, you know? So personally, I would not write a fifth on a very high position, but it's just because I hate playing fifths on high position. But yeah, very cool. Okay, all right, we're into the last section. This is what I mean. A fifth this high with a pinky. I mean, I kind of did it, but my heart would always skip a beat when I see a fifth this high. But anyways. Okay, yeah, so the last section here, I just thought about it. The fifth that I saw in 105, you can do this with yeah, very easily on fifth position. you don't need fourth finger. So maybe just, I don't know, for myself, I would just ignore the 4/4 and play 0/0. It's way easier. Most of the time when we play these like very technically demanding pieces, I mean for myself, I would just go for the easiest fingering possible, just so that it's already hard enough. I don't need to make it harder for myself, right? So I would choose the easiest fingering for myself. But very cool. Yeah. Okay, so this last section reminds me a lot of the it's the Chrysler's Preludium and Allegro. I mean, it's just, yeah, but it's very cool. I can see some inspiration. And also this last part, you know, the Izai, the sounds like that. It's cool. I really like that. Yeah, and all these octaves runs. I don't know. I feel a lot of influence from Izai, Chrysler. Yeah. So I hope that helps you with the composition. Honestly, I wouldn't change much because it's all very playable and comfortable. The uncomfortable parts can be overcome with practice, to be honest. And I think you're selling yourself short by calling yourself an intermediate violinist. This is not possible for an intermediate violinist to write, because you do need to understand the shortfalls of the violin to make it comfortable but still sound difficult. So good job. Very interesting piece. Anyway, so I hope that was helpful. See you next time.